Hey everyone, this is G Tomlin. This is our live collective that we were looking at the week of June 20th, running up through June 27th, 2022. What do I mean by the collective? The collective is everyone. It is my YouTube viewers. It's the ones that are in the room tonight. It's the ones that come in on the replay. It's my guests. It's everyone. It's a general reading. I'm going to go as far as I can with these messages of what we can expect for the week ahead. Um, Thank you guys for joining me. I am a week down on videos. I have been in the hospital and doing really well. More on that at the end of the video. And yeah, things are going really well. I know a lot of you are on vacation tomorrow. I am still available for readings. So please let me know if you're interested in one. Hello, Mr. Harry. How are you? Yeah, so glad to be back, guys. Glad to be back. We start each reading with 3 angel messages. We'll go into a full reading with clarification, any extra messages that we have coming in. And of course, we'll end up with those romance angels at the end of the reading. And you may have to remind me, we will be doing pick a card, which is 1, 2, or 3. That will give you the message of the week. You pick what number you desire. And from there, we'll go into your yes or no question, which is for you to ask a question, yes or no to spirit, and I will answer for you. Okay, so what do we have here? We have, man, y'all all come running in at once. Earl, Dana, Joanne, Mora. Let's see. Chris, how are you? Joanne James, Tammy, Jacqueline Stewart. Hope y'all are all having a great weekend. How many of y'all are on vacation tomorrow? Vacation day for a lot of you. Hi, Patty. So yeah, I missed y'all too. You have no idea. You have no idea. Alrighty, we're going to start with these 3 angel messages. There'll be more on my week. At the end, we'll put that up for discussion. Y'all might be able to help me as well as I can help you. So who knows? Harry, we know you on vacation every day. Every day's a holiday. So yeah, we know. All right, 3 angel messages for the upcoming week. What we need to know. The whole focus of the reading is what we need to know, which is sometimes different than what we're answering. You know, take away what resonates for you and leave what does not. It's for messages for someone else. And anything else that pops into the reading, I will always share with you. So, what do we have coming up for this week? We have deservingness. Okay, you're a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. So, deservingness. Sometimes you have to know that you do deserve things, okay? Even, if you're not really feeling up to it, Hey, Carl, thanks for joining us. So, yeah, deservingness. First angel message. Second angel message, declutter. Maura and I were discussing this earlier today. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So, yeah, declutter. A little organization. Little organization stretches a long way. And our third angel message is block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities send you unavoided attentions. So, time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Okay, so with the 3 angel messages here, to begin your week off with deservingness, declutter, and block out distractions. It's really and truly, when you look at the whole picture, it's asking that you put your focus on you this week. Okay. Hi, Patricia, Janelle. Anyone else that has snuck in here that I didn't see? So yeah, it's putting the focus on you this week is the primary message there. All right, let's jump right in here. Like I said, the focus is on what we need to know. Time frame of June 20th through June 27th, this last part of June. What's going on? What do we need to know? We will clarify these as we go. Hi, Betsy. All right, cards want to jump out of my hand. I'm kind of excited about this. To be honest with you, I've not pulled any cards on myself for the week ahead since I've been home. I didn't get home till Friday night. Yesterday, I just kind of took it easy. Hi, B. Forrester. So no, I have not had time to look at the cards. So I'm kind of excited for tonight's reading. I am in the dark as well as you are. That's correct. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Hi, Miss Debbie Smith. All righty, let's see what we have going on here. Turmoil at work is never good. Okay. First card up, we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles says that there's something coming in to restore your financial balance. And though you may not feel it right now, you will actually be able to help someone else out down the road. So you're actually, what it's saying is you might be a little bit tight on money right now. You might be a little bit out of your comfort zone. But at the same time, this also says to me that uh, it's a divine timing thing, that it's not only that you're going to have enough money to help yourself, you're going to be able to help someone else out. Who do we have there? Indira from Sweden. Nice to meet you and welcome. Okay, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups says you guys are under a new beginning this week. Your new beginning is in your love life. Now, if you that applies to my couples as well as to my singles, and it can also extend to those that in regards to family, friends, love of family and friends, things of that nature. All right, we have another new beginning. I'm sorry, no, we don't. We have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, I personally feel, is the best energy in the deck. It's just what those angel cards were talking about when I said it's about making yourself a priority and putting yourself first this week. That's what I call the me card in the deck, is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands says you're taking the time to work on you, do some self-reflection, do what works for you, checking things off your to-do list. So yeah, I'm glad to see that there as well. We have the Queen of Swords. Now, this tells me that you may be dealing with someone who is kind of a know-it-all, someone who can get a little bit catty with you, a little bit defensive. I don't see a confrontation or anything. And for some of you, you may be dealing with a Virgo. Now, the center of your reading, we have, can't get better than that, a major arcana of the world. And the world says, of course, the world is your oyster. Things are going your way. Things are going pretty smoothly. And we have, oh, look at here, guys. We have karma. What does this mean to you? It means the karma bus is rolling around, both good and bad. Those that you've been waiting to see them get their karma, you may very well see here in the next week. We also have a tower card moment with that karma. Okay. So the tower is nothing to be feared. It is your temper. It does say something doesn't sit right with you. It does say something has pissed you off, for lack of better words. But at the same time, it also lets you know this. Okay. It's going to be brief and passing, and it's absolutely going to lead to a better change. It's going to lead to a sudden change and something much better. So it's going to be very, very, very brief and passing. Then we have victory, total victory and complete success. So that's how quickly that tower card moment passes. This could also indicate that you are surrounded by people you're not normally surrounded by, or perhaps you're doing some public speaking, or perhaps you've ended up in the spotlight, but you are definitely looking at victory and success. And we have the Ten of Wands. Love the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands says overcoming. You're overcoming your battles. You're overcoming your obstacles. You're gathering them up. You're putting them to the side. You're choosing a new path. But overall, what I see is you're choosing a better path. So yeah, so now let's go forward with these messages. Yeah, it's really strong reading. I mean, you've got two major arcanas, which is karma and the Tower. So whatever's going down, beyond time. Well, y'all always hear me talk about divine timing. Time is now. Hi, Gypsy. All right, so let's start up top with the first card we pulled, which was that Six of Pentacles on your financial balance. With that comes the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Wands. So Ace of Pentacles, there's a new beginning. New beginning is in the financial sector. Could be some hidden money or something you didn't know about. Okay. Hi, okay. And we have the Four of Cups coming in with an unexpected offer. Now, for some of you, it could be an unexpected offer in love, but overall, it is an unexpected offer of help and or assistance. Cards, covering up cards here. Okay, and then we have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands says you're not out of the woods yet. Okay, there's still someone that you're very defensive with. Someone, I'm not going to say you're argumentative with, but you know, your guard's up. And from what I can tell, I'd have to say it's in the personal life and probably to do with your family members. Okay. On that Ace of Cups, we have the Hangman, the Three of Swords, and the Emperor. So this is on the new beginning in love. We have the Hangman that says you're feeling stuck. You feel like you're not moving forward, you're not moving backwards, there's just no movement. And actuality is asking you to be still. And when you're still, the ideas and the thoughts that you need come to you and bring you clarity when you're still. With that, there's the Three of Swords. So this warns me, if you're getting involved with someone, let's make sure it's not a third party situation. This is three's a crowd, someone trying to stick their nose in your business. And we have the Emperor. This is someone that is a dominant, prominent, take charge type person. This could be someone that comes in to save the day. Okay. Next up, we're looking at that Seven of Wands. Hi, Barbie. On the Seven of Wands, I have the Seven of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Cups. So we got the Three of Swords, and besides that we have the Seven of Swords. So that throws up a big red flag for me. So you gotta be careful. Seven of Swords says there's someone that is not telling you everything. I'm not gonna say, you know, normally this indicates lies and deceptions. I don't see actual lies, but I'm saying somebody's holding back something. They're not telling you everything. I have a Capricorn energy here coming in with a good business deal, or that just in general, a Capricorn may resonate with you. And we have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is that happily ever after. So some of you are definitely heading to a relationship stance in this new beginning. Now, on the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords comes with the Queen of Swords. Can't make that up. We have the Hermit, and we have Judgment. The Queen of Swords, like I said, this could be someone like you're dealing with a know-it-all or someone who might get a little catty with you. This person here, I think the Judgment card applies because they're there to pass judgment on you or whoever your surroundings very quickly. Now, we have the Hermit here, okay? The Hermit, you see all the octopus legs there? It says you're being pulled in so many different directions. It's asking for you to tap deep into your intuition and trust where you're being led. Because this tells you straight up you're on the right path. Same down here with that Ten of Wands of choosing the new path. You're definitely on the right path. On the World card, we have the Strength card, the Knight of Wands, and we have the Queen of Wands. So strength. Strength on your side no matter what you do. Don't forget the world is your oyster. Things are going your way at this time. Now, the Knight of Wands indicates movement. The movement I'm seeing for a lot of you is on the home front, okay? Someone moving in the home, someone moving out the home, a definite movement. For some of you, it could be like a movement of a job location, but this is definitely movement going on. We have the Queen of Wands coming in with a Leo energy. Could be that you're dealing with a fire sign in general, but this is someone grounded and centered, and someone coming in to offer you some really sound advice. On that karma card, hi, Sunny Lynn. We have the Magician on the karma card. Tell me that ain't a hell of a combination. And then we have the Six of Cups with the Six of Swords. Yeah. So karma coming in, like I said, this is the karma bus rolling in with the Magician. And the Magician is the highest tarot card in the deck. This is your yes answer. This says you get everything that you want and desire. Now, with the Six of Cups, this is also telling me you're getting ready to reconnect or reunite with someone from your past. And before you're ready to shoot me, this person you're actually grateful to see. I get this strong impression here that this person from your past is not like somebody from a few months ago. This is way back further than this. Okay, but it's actually someone you're actually, like I said, happy to unite and see. This tells me that you're leaving the troubled waters, heading off into the calm waters. So definitely making moves in the better direction. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Chris. Way back. And we have the Tower. Hey, Dutch, how are you? Good to see you. On the Tower card, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Wheel. And we have the King of Pentacles. Okay. So, I mean, the first thing that I'm seeing here, if I had to guess what this Tower moment's about and what has upset you, what has made you mad, it's jealousy. Okay. There's someone here with an unexpected offer of love. There is someone here, I'm going to say, perhaps no one really let you know that they were interested in you until somebody else made a move. That kind of jealousy is what I'm seeing here. The Wheel of Fortune says the wheel is finally turning to your favor. Beautiful energy with that Magician. And of course, we have the King of Pentacles, Gemini energy. Someone with solid ground, financial stability, just someone that you can rely on. So, interesting. Then on the victory and success. On to victory and success. Some of y'all doing some public speaking. Some of you are in the limelight. Eight of Swords. The Devil. The Seven of Cups. Okay. Eight of Swords. Card of self-imposed restrictions. No one's going to hold you back at this time but you. Now, remember, when I'm looking at victory and success, spotlight and all like that, don't hold yourself back. This is all good. It falls right under that world card. Okay. The Devil. This is that jealousy in that circle. Someone is jealous of you. Someone is jealous of your career, your work ethic, who you are, just in general. There's some deep jealousy going on here. Seven of Cups lets me know two things. One, it lets me know you have many options in many areas, but what you are drawing into you now is what you have been manifesting. Some of you guys have been manifesting this since the first quarter of the year. It is now taking place. And I get the sensation of it rushing, taking you by surprise, very sudden. This is what I'm seeing. And then on that 10 of Wands energy. Ten of Wands energy. You got the Tower again. You got the King of Wands. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the only card that has repeated itself in this entire spread is the Tower. Yes, definitely. Jealousy, something here is going to set you off. Okay. We have the King of Wands, Aries type energy. Really feel that you're dealing with a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a dominant, prominent person. This is someone that's coming in, take authority. You could be dealing with someone that wears an actual uniform, to let you know. But someone that's going to help you organize, get things together. We have the Knight of Pentacles also coming in with a good business deal. Okay. And something that's going to be rushing in, something that I don't think you're prepared for, nor did you see coming. So let's go a little bit further with these messages of what else we need to know. So far, it's been a good reading. Yeah, lots of crazy things going on. But like I said, it's just funny, out of all these cards, the only double card you got was the Tower. Sudden change, and then it will flow naturally. And I think that's regarding the Tower. And of course, this one is coming in on a major arcana. We have, all right, we've got a timing card. 2 weeks, 10 to 14 days. Now, the next three cards will show you what applies in the next 10 to 14 days, and then we'll resume with these messages. So, 10 to 14 days, we have caution and slow down. We have scattered energy surrounding you, and everything you want is now within reach. So, this tells me you need to slow down. What you want wants you. You need to slow down, though, because you're going to create an accident. You know what they say, accidents happen close to home, if not in the home. Okay, so that is a warning card coming out for you for the next 10 to 14 days. All right, so back to these messages. We have new doors opening up for you. And we have a Pisces energy. We have new money coming in. And secrets will be revealed. Let's give you two more. Delays are in your favor this week. And time to make decisions you've been putting off. And I know I get real aggravated when I see delays are in our favor, but I cannot tell you how many times this is paid off. What is a Pisces energy? It could be that you're dealing with a Pisces. Pisces runs from February 19th to March 20th, or someone of a water sign. Hey, Angelina. Hi, Victoria. So let's see what Kipper has for us. I think we're going to pull 5 romance angels this evening. All right, but right now, let's see what Kipper has. Any special messages there? Biggest fear is poverty. You guys are stressing over money this week. Community, some kind of community event I want you to get involved in. Whether you're asked to volunteer or attend, something to do with community or just being around a group of people. We have a message of concern arriving. There is a main meal that's going to help you out with many of your problems. There's going to be an unexpected gift arrive this week. Want to throw out that word of unexpected gift, and whatever it is, it supersedes your expectations. With that, we have an older man. Usually when I see someone older man, I'm going to say this person, from what I can tell, is maybe 3 to 6 years older than you, coming in with wise advice and the way to go. We also have marriage. Now, granted, June is a big month of marriage, so you may be attending a wedding, you may be invited to a wedding, and some of you may very well indeed be getting engaged this month. We have, there is a false person. Now, it takes me back to that Three of Swords and that Seven of Swords to make sure that we're not dealing with a third party situation here. Someone's not telling you everything. We have news of imprisonment. You could hear someone going to jail or being arrested. There is someone looking at a new house or a new house in the making. And we have a childlike attitude or something that, something brings the childlike attitude out of you in your jurisdiction. You're in someone's thoughts. It's like you have a secret admirer going on. And be careful of people stealing your thoughts and or ideas. But you're soon, if you're not dating right now, you soon will be. This is the courtship card. Yes, they have quieted down, but I went out there tonight. I still don't have the cover off the pool, and there's quite a bit of tadpoles out there. So don't even start with me there. I actually went to the pool store today to get a part for it, and I had to pick up a prescription, so I got the part for the pool, and it's just one of these things that you screw onto the pool pump, but I don't have enough oomph to do it, and I'm scared to death I'm going to tear my stitches if I did. So I had a friend of mine, Tanya. She stopped by and tried to do it, and she couldn't do it either. So, yeah. All right. Let's end up with the romance angels. What do the romance angels have for you guys? All righty. Let's see. First one up is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Guys, when I pull this card, I can tell you it's very mutual. That person feels the same about you as you do about them. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Same thing. I describe this as being mutual. Good makings of couple here. We have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And we have it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. That's a big part of it, is opening your heart. And codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, when it speaks of addictions, it could be like you're codependent on another. It could also be talking about physical addictions like substance abuse, alcohol, anything like that. Okay. So let's be warned of that for those that are single, particularly. And yeah, but overall, I'd have to say it looks like a really, really strong week ahead for all my signs, really. All right, so before I move into the yes or no question, we're going to start with pick a card. And what I want you to do is I want you to pick cards 1, 2, or 3. Cards 1, 2, or 3 are going to give you your message for the week. And see where your week is headed. And then we'll go into your yes or no question. Okay. Cards 1, 2, and 3. What are you picking? Message for the week. Like how half the room picked 2. I picked 2 as well. Okay. So for anyone that picked card number 1, when I surrender my will to the care of spirit in the universe, I tune my energy with an ever-present stream of well-being. That's for card for pile number 1. Card number 2. I'll let the universe catch up with my dreams. Ooh, nice. Could mean dreams coming true. Card number 3. I choose to be a super attractor and have unwavering faith in the universe. I like it. You're a super attractor. Means you're going to manifest exactly what you want as in the way you want it. Good deal. Okay, now on your yes or no question. This is when you're going to phrase a question to spirit that you like a yes or no answer on. I'm going to flip a few cards and let you know which is going to be yes or no. Three of Cups, the Lovers, the Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Tower, the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, as well as Ace of Wands. I'm going to have to say for the time being, your answer is going to be no. If I were doing a reading and not know what your question was, I'd have to say the answer would be yes, but with delays attached. But in the immediate, for the week of the 20th through the 27th, I'd have to say no. Hey, Lizzie B. So, yeah, not a bad week, folks. Not a bad week at all. I do hope, no guarantees, but here in the next couple of days that I can get back to your videos by the Zodiac Sun, as well as I know the dailies are out. And yeah, I'll hope to get some of those up as well. I don't want to overdo things. I don't want to underdo things either. So I'm just going to do a little bit tomorrow and a little bit on Tuesday. So if you see parts of the videos go up tomorrow and you're like, well, she's missing a few, it might not be that I'm missing a few. Maybe I only did a handful for the day. Okay. So yeah, that wraps it up. If you guys are seeking a psychic reading, it is JackieTomlin.com. Now, a little bit of what happened this week. I had no intentions of ending up in the hospital, but last week I did not feel good. I did not feel good Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday, when I got off of here, I think Wednesday I had made a comment that I had a headache. And by Wednesday night, I was really sick. So by the time I got all logged off here, which was around 8:15, by 10:30 that night, I was really sick with a fever. Thursday was bad. Like to the point I had my home health nurse and requested a COVID test. I thought I had COVID again. Friday was no better. Friday was absolutely no better. And at that point in time, of course, I was dehydrated by Thursday, and it was just getting worse. So Saturday, I ended up calling the rescue squad on myself. And I did so because I was so weak and I was so sick. And my right breast hurt so bad for no reason that I didn't know what else to do. I knew that I had needed to go downtown and I was not fit enough to drive from there. I was even having some problems with my vision. So yeah, that was a hell of a decision for me to make because I've never been in the back of a rescue squad. I did file a complaint on my surgeon last week through my health insurance. I started part of the complaint work and I would be following up at the end of the month. It looks like I'll be following up this week instead. Bottom line is they took me to downtown Richmond where, I got to wait in line with the rest of the squads and the gunshot wounds and the heart attacks because of Saturday night in Richmond. Oh, honey, I was so beyond Reiki, it wasn't funny. They got me in there. They were amazing. There was a breast specialist there waiting for me in the ER. Um, the tests that were run, I mean, within moments, there was an IV line, there were fluids started, there was my blood drawn for a full lab workup, and the next thing you know, I'm headed to CT scan. So, I mean, they did not hesitate or anything like that. We did have a talk. So y'all know that y'all will probably be seeing me on TV again, but it will have nothing to do with paranormal. I gave consent to record everything from my arrival on the rescue squad to the ER room to being checked into a room to my surgery to my recovery to being discharged. They consent. They taped everything. So what we know has happened. If you're following me on Facebook, you know that I've had a couple of blood transfusions as well as some iron infusions, and we know this infection keeps coming back and it keeps taking down my stitches and everything else. Well, from the first surgery in November that went wrong, yes, you heard me say it, that went wrong, was she created an internal bleed. So I've been bleeding internally since November. The infection she should have known in December by my drain bulbs and how they looked that there is a been infection started. In January, I informed her that I was then diagnosed as anemia, and of course, my PCP was having a fit. She says, "Well, she's anemia too, it's no big deal." So we moved ahead with not one surgery, not two surgery, but three major surgeries at one time, which was a double mastectomy, double implants, and a tummy tuck. And as y'all know, in March, that all had to be redone because the silicone busted out because of infection. And she had to go and cut my stomach out, leaving an open wound, which is why y'all saw me film from the sofa for so long. And that's when home health started. She removed that silicone and put an expander in against my wishes. So an expander was placed on top of an infection that was already there, and no, the infection was never flushed. So that surgery has been deemed, both of those surgeries have been deemed completely and utterly unnecessary. And then, if you remember correctly, the first time it tried to bust out of my body, she gave me stitches in her office with no Novocaine or nothing, just let me scream. The second time it proceeded to bust out of my body, she was on vacation, to which she left it for 15 days infected, and before she surgically removed that. Now, upon surgically removing that, Ruth was with me and bringing me home. The nurse had loosened my drain cord, so I bled all over Ruth's car and all over myself. And we come in and we called her and we sent her pictures. Now, you got to remember, I'm already anemic, okay? And she jumped hospitals because in March they made her do a blood transfusion. The other hospital didn't, so she jumped hospitals because she didn't want to wait for the blood transfusion. So now I'm bleeding profusely, to which she said, "Wrap a towel around it and come by the office in the morning." So yeah, I lost more than a pint of blood that night as well. Um, on May 20th, when I last went in to see her, I told her that I wanted, I've been bitching that there's stitches still in my stomach. And she's always and swore down there aren't. And I made her just stop, listen to me, let me show you where they are. She cut out 2 stitches that had been in my stomach since February or March. Imagine that. She removed the stitches from the left side. Yeah, wrap a towel around. Yes. Squirting blood out of a tube, and I've already lost a pint. And she said, wrap a towel around it. Ruth took me back for that one too, Chris. Um, So when she removed the stitches from it, I told her, I said, I need a plan. I've been on the same antibiotics since February. It's not normal. Anybody has an infection this long. All she has done, I mean, the hospital has lined up the blood transfusion. Kudos to them. The hospital lined up home health or I couldn't be discharged. Kudos to them. She ain't done shit. The only thing she's asked me is, what are you doing? Well, and when you asked her about the infection, as a surgeon, she says, well, what do you want me to do about it? Yeah. So anyway, what we found, well, now to go on with this, she left 2 stitches here as well. And when I called her about it, she argued with me that they were dissolvable stitches. Well, you could look at it and see these were not the dissolvable stitches. She is a finger pointer. Okay, it's her assistant's fault. It's what have you done, but it's never her. Okay, and she will tell you in a heartbeat that she is a surgeon. Don't tell her what to effing do. Okay, that's her nature. Yes, this is what I'm getting at, Janelle. And if anybody has experience with it, I need you to email me right away. Um, so I had an appointment set up with her. There was a death that come up. I did not keep that appointment. I moved it out. Okay. Meanwhile, I saw my cardiologist who is furious. She has not touched base with my cardiologist. When I left on the 20th, she was contacting my cardiologist as well as my oncologist. She has not contacted either one. My oncologist and cardiologist are very much aware I am obviously internally bleeding somewhere to the point that he cut two of the three of my blood thinners to keep me from bleeding out. Had no idea I had done 6 surgeries in 6 months, nor did he know that I had an open wound, nor had he given cardiac clearance for these. He gave cardiac clearance for 1 surgery. Okay. My oncologist is furious that she did so many of these surgeries and agrees with me that over half the surgeries that I've obtained are completely and medically unnecessary. Okay. So, in other words, she's collecting the insurance money and she's running off with it. Okay. And I'm not getting the follow up care that I need. So, I had an appointment with her last Friday. Well, here's the thing, I canceled it because why? I'm too sick to go anywhere. And I told her, I said, look, I'm waiting for the second COVID test. And they're like, well, she's going on vacation next week. Well, imagine that. She has a vacation once a week, probably at my expense. And I'm like, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. I cannot get there. You know, I was so dehydrated and so sick and just I was in bad shape, guys. And I did not realize how bad shape I was until I got to downtown. Um, when I did get to downtown, I have a team. They're called the plastics. They're my plastic surgeons. It's a team of 6 of them. Okay. Under them, I have another team, and that's infectious disease. And there's a team of 7 of them. And these people are poking and prodding and bottom line, they're going to get me straight. I had to wait 3 days to get my blood pressure over 90 over 60. Is where I was for 3 days. They had to get my blood pressure up in order to operate. Meanwhile, what has happened? Okay, the right side has busted open. And I thought we had ruptured the silicone. No, no. The pain that I was experiencing, that she was having me massage. Ruth was there for this, Chris. We were told was scar tissue. It was not scar tissue. It was an infection and abscesses, is what she described as my scar tissue. This infection ran from here all the way across and down to my stomach because it was an open wound. Okay. She was correct in saying it was 2 different infections. One grew from a contaminated silicone implant. Yeah, that's what they said, Debbie. Okay. Contaminated silicone implant, as in the bacteria infection was growing on the implant itself when I left the hospital, was continuing to grow. The staph was growing in the petri dish, and we had to find a way to kill it orally. We found a way to kill it intravenously until I blew all my veins, literally. I blew 3 IVs. I have blood clots in my arms. We had to bring in ultrasound machines and contact my cardiologist on this. I blew all my veins to the point pediatricians could not get a blood draw on me anymore. Getting a PICC line in me was not an option because we know I'm allergic to local. So the best we could all do was pray that they find something that would kill them both in a petri dish off an oral, and they did. And so I'm on that twice a day for 14 days. Um, they have also gotten my A1C under control. It's 5.4. I'm off my diabetic uh, medication as well as I'm off of three blood pressure medicines, even though my blood pressure is creeping up today. So I may have to go back on one of them or something. They said my weight loss to her should have been a red flag. There were so many red flags, starting with the drains. And I have my drain here. And apparently, your drain is supposed to be what they call Gatorade red, which mine has been. I've only had the one, and it has been Gatorade red. None of my drains have ever been Gatorade red. I've had 2 of my nurse friends go with me to my appointments for this reason. They've been orange and yellow, and that was her sign of infection. But y'all will appreciate that the internal bleed was behind the right silicone, like she tried to use the silicone to stop the bleed. So it was bad, guys. It was bad. I did not realize how bad a shape I was in when I got there. I know that Anthem telling me to go there was the best decision ever. Now, granted, they had emailed me the list of medical specialists there to see. I did not plan on making my arrival in a rescue squad. They gave me wise advice. They did. They told me, and I said, they're like, do you wish to file a complaint on her? I said, you take the information. I'll give you the go ahead when to file this complaint. Now, ironically, my plastics team, my team of 6, 2 of them, my breast surgeon did their residency under general surgery. Um, the tummy tuck is sloppy. It is crooked. It is sloppy. It is what it is. Thankfully, CT shows it's not infected under it. It's just topical. So I would not let her reopen that because if you know, me and my home health care team has tried to get it to close and it's damn near closed. So we left that intact. They thought I was joking and found out I was right in saying that she's twice written me prescriptions of what I'm allergic to. First time I caught it, the second time I didn't. I wound up getting really ill on that. Um, the cool thing about going to this hospital is a trauma unit, and they kept me in critical care. I was in critical care from the time I was admitted till I was discharged. The cool thing about this is I know y'all may not understand this if you're out of state, but like some of my hospitals here are what they call HCA hospitals, like Chippenham and Johnson Willis. When I go there, they're HCA. So when they pull up my file, they can see everything. Okay. And then we have Bon Secours. And when you go to Bon Secours can see St. Francis, and St. Francis can see Southside Regional. It's the Bon Secours thing. But Bon Secours and HCA can't see each other. Now, my surgeon is licensed for Bon Secours and HCA. Hence, she jumps hospitals because she doesn't like to follow rules. Okay, so in March, when they made her wait for surgery for 4 hours because I required a blood transfusion, she didn't have time for that in April. So she moved me to Bon Secours. Now, in the meantime, after 520, on 525, I had my follow up with my cardiologist. And he was there to really approve the infusion, the iron infusion, for my blood work. And he sent me to Chippenham ER, and he says, you go to the hospital, you go to the ER, you go right now. Let's hope to God they draw your blood. And he's like, but Jackie, this is infected. This is really, really bad. I need you to go now. So I went, And they called me back and they took my vitals and everything else. And because it's a surgical incision, she says, we're required to see your surgical team. I said, that's fine, but we're fixing this today. I don't want an appointment with her. Okay. So the woman comes back in the room, this doctor, this was a Dr. Purdue, that come back in the room and says, I spoke with your surgeon. She says, do not touch you to discharge you. She has decided to let this heal from the inside out. So I left there and I was furious because, okay, let's describe what she just said. We're going to heal from the inside out. The inside is what has ripped my stitches open. Okay. So that didn't make sense to me at all. But this is why I called Anthem, my insurance company, and I'm like, does she have the power to dictate who the hell I can get health care from? And they're like, absolutely not. So they're opening up an investigation on that because they pulled the file up and they saw exactly what happened in that ER. I was refused care because of what she said. So I was furious about that. So that's when they called me and were talking to me about downtown Richmond. And they were talking to me about this series of, that's there's not one breast specialist there. There's a ton of breast specialists in different areas and stuff like that. So, step one is on Tuesday is contacting Anthem to move forward with my complaint. I want the complaint filed with both hospitals. But outside of that, do I move forward with an attorney or do I wait to hear or what do I do at that point? I've never been in this situation. I've never been in this situation. I do have enough that I told Anthem, I said, I want a full investigation on her because if she's done this to me, she's done it to others. And the only thing she is doing is creating surgeries and cashing in. And but anyway, going back to the medical records of HCA and Montsegur and all like that. Well, the trauma hospital saw everything. They can pull everything down to my pharmacy. When I left there, they had 3 notebooks this deep. I am not kidding. From the first time I had my angio done with my stents, they had it all. They had everything. My brain surgery, when they knocked my teeth out, they had it all. They knew I had not lied about anything. They could see that, yes, she indeed called me in 2 prescriptions that I was allergic to that was in my chart. I was allergic to, and she called them in. So, I don't think this woman realizes how lucky she is I'm not dead. Now, I have an appointment with her. I think it's either tomorrow or Tuesday. It's been canceled. And I think my proper response when they call to reschedule is just tell them her services are no longer needed. As bad as I want to fly off the handle. The thing about it is lawyers get 40 to 50% cut of what you get. And I hate to really get into a pissing contest about this. That's the part I dread. And of course, my trauma team is not going to advise me on what to do other than to say, I'm lucky to be living. The silicone was absolutely trying to hide and cover up your internal bleed. Exactly. The medical board, um, this infectious disease, we're talking abscesses, guys. When I say abscess, when I stood up, the abscess ran from here to my ankles like that. It was grossest shit ever. And it was like I said, I did not realize really how bad off I was, but I knew to call the rescue squad. And then in case you have never been in the back of the rescue squad and live out here in the country like me, y'all might as well throw me in the back of a freaking dump truck. I thought I was going to die before I got there. That is the roughest riding thing. How they do IVs or anything to any individual, I have no idea. I just want to transport. Well, so that's my project this week is researching where to go from here. I am very confident in the staff that I have now. Everything is thoroughly explained to me, and we've had a couple of run-ins. Don't mess with me when I don't trust anybody, and don't mess with me when I'm sick. So we had to run in about the whole PICC line intravenous lab. I'm the one that put a stop to it. I had been stuck enough. I mean, when pediatrics say they cannot get a blood draw, that's enough. I've heard enough. You got to have enough blood, you know? Um, the intravenous, when we blew the third IV, I'm like, nope, no more, no more, absolutely no more. And one of the blood clots is where one of the first IVs blew. So we had that run in. And then, I am restricted now on the options of what can be done and cannot be done because of these surgeries. So the reconstructionist that I see Friday will remove my drain, but will talk to me about these options that will go in stages. It will never go like it has here before. But my options are now limited on a permanent basis because of her. So, oh no, she will never set eyes on me again, you know? Um, and like I said, there's part of me I'd really like to go off on her and tell her why, but I don't know. And to be honest with you, she needs to be drug tested. And I'm really curious to see what Anthem has to say about that because I don't know how you have a doctor drug tested. So, I mean, I guess they would go to the hospitals. I don't know. No, what I'm talking about is I want her license. Okay. This woman doesn't deserve to be a veterinarian. And don't tell me I'm not the only one out there. Yeah, I'd really like to go off on her. You have no idea. If y'all had any time, and how many times she sat there and said, well, what did you do? What did you do over the weekend? You know, why are your stitches torn, Jackie? What did you do? Under your guidance, I've been living the life of a cat. I didn't do a damn thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been something. I mean, how many weeks of work have I missed over all of this? I mean, that's something to be looked at too. Y'all know. I mean, y'all know better than I do. We went 2 months down on videos because I couldn't get off the sofa. And that was another thing they asked me. They said, how did you set up? How did you set up with an open wound? How did she send me home with 6 drains? That happened too. Get a mob lawyer to ask connections. Call your truck. But that, in a nutshell, is what has happened. And like I said, we're on a better path now, and I'm definitely on a path to healing. I haven't felt this good in a very long time. I mean, and very seldom. I mean, I was the only happy person in recovery. I literally went into surgery at a pain level of 9 and hit recovery at a 4. Everybody else is dying of an incision cut, and I'm like the happiest human being ever. But you would be surprised how much action your insurance company will take. So please remember that. The only reason I called is because I was refused care at an ER, and I'm like, "Can she do this?" And they were totally blown away. They're like, "No." And I'm like, "Well, she just did." Thank you, Dana. Maybe so, Carl. Maybe so. Maybe so. But like I said, I just know for certain I'm not the first one. Well, that, and I told I said, I want to know to the dollar amount how much you paid her. And they said they would work on that. I said, I absolutely want to know how much she's been paid. You know, especially when I tell them that all the surgeries were unnecessary. Now I've got a whole medical team in downtown Richmond that backs that. Totally backs that. They should not have taken place. She is dangerous. She is dangerous. I mean, Debbie says something about sepsis. They are totally dumbfounded that I'm not there. Totally dumbfounded. And like I said, you gotta see it on TV because I gave consent to film the whole thing. I told them I had no problem with coming forth with the story. None at all. But dangerous is the whole thing. So bottom line is when they went in and did my surgery, they did go ahead and remove my stitches on the left side that she swears she did not leave. Hi Malibu. Well, Patty, she just listed the right shift. I can't say. But yes, ma'am, they filmed from my arrival on the rescue squad all the way through. Twice she's been out on vacation. They do, but I want something bigger than that. They did stop the internal bleeding. They found the cut and they stopped it. And they said literally she stuffed a damn silicone in it, thinking that that would stop it. And that there's no way that she opened me up, could not see it. That's where the internal bleed was. And they saw the internal bleed on the CT scan. As well as the CT scan showed the fluid and all that I was surrounded by, they knew was abscess and infection before they opened me up. What she called scar tissue. So yeah, if that gives y'all an idea how bad I have felt, to learn that I have had a staph and bacteria infection spreading across my chest to my abdomen for almost 8 months, as well as I've been internal bleeding the whole time. 40 to 50%, Jackie. I like her to be drug test first. Uh huh. Yep. We did all sorts of blood tests. Like I said, that's why I had a team of infectious diseases there to make sure it wasn't in my bloodstream. Dana, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want her license. Oh, yeah, because, well, Carl, the same here. I mean, I've been very easy to get along with. I have her cell number. We sent her pictures that night of the blood in Ruth's car, the blood all over me, and a tube that was pumping blood. And she said, wrap a towel around it and come by the office tomorrow. Her message to me should have been turn around and go back to the emergency room. I'll meet you there, or I'm sending the rescue squad. Yeah, I have a feeling I was her life lesson. Malibu, I believe I do. We will soon know. I know everything is documented, and downtown Richmond, they have it all. So, in case y'all have problems in one network, know that that is the only hospital in the state, because they are a trauma unit. They can pull everything from your pharmacy to your doctor's appointment to whatever you've had done at whatever hospital. They have full access to everything. Who knew? It was totally awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, if y'all see, my color is kind of back, and I feel really good. I'm very tired because it's just been a slow process. Like, I didn't do a lot of walking around the unit or whatever. It's just trying to get me back. I'm not sure if I go to the medical board or if Anthem goes to the medical board. I think it would have more impact if Anthem went to the medical board. The same way I think it would have more impact if Anthem went to the hospitals. And right now, I have their undivided attention. VCU Health, Dawn. VCU Health. I was in their critical care unit. They admitted me as a trauma patient. Well, I think that one thing that they stressed to me too is that they need to know that the permanent damage is that she's taken several options off the table for me. But they have filmed and photographed and documented. And I told them, I said, hold the home health, because they've done the same thing since the first day they come out here. So, I mean, everything is documented and dated with her prescriptions and da 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 da. And I told him, I said, she has given me enough oxy to sedate a freaking horse farm. And they found out I was right about that as well. My only advantage there, which really burnt one of my doctors, is that I have to take Zofran, which is a nausea medicine, in order to keep Dilaudid or Oxy down. They said that's called an allergic reaction. If it makes me that nauseous that you have to give me nausea medication, it means I'm allergic. There's an allergic reaction. So they put me on something completely different that I can take with no problem and ease the pain. And it's not as strong. Imagine that. Now, is that not a concept? Medical claims. There was a woman that went in the same time in November as my surgery, and she was mad. She's mad enough to walk out. I don't know what happened there. But then I know another girl that works with one of my nurses friends. She's having nothing but problems, and she has the same doctor. Y'all thinking big. I don't need that kind of money. But I would like to do something about all the money I've lost on my business and readings and stuff. That's where we're going for Malibu. She's going to kill somebody. Harry. So are the days of our lives. And that was the other thing. I want to know every penny they paid her. Every single penny. But her days of asking me what have I done or blaming her assistant May, it was her fault she twirled the drains. I'm sorry I stand right here when you told her to come in here and do it. I've never seen someone just so immaturely point the finger at somebody else and not take any responsibility. So, no, I'd say right now it's about getting her off the street. It's about seeing if you've got trends with any other patients. Are these same surgeries being run? Is it a scenario? Are you seeing a pattern? She just won an award with the hospital as top surgeon because she's overly personable to people and over accommodating in that manner. I guess that's your red flag. So, well, guys, I have kept y'all for over an hour. Thank you for listening. Um, and thank you for the advice. I will keep y'all posted. But I'm definitely on the right track. I'm looking really for this surgeon that I meet Friday is the one on the team I have not met yet. So I'm looking forward to that. No, no, nice doesn't equal good. And I like the variety on my plastics team. You know, like the one he is a plastic augmentation doctor. Like he's there for the cosmetic part of it, but he needs reconstruction to know what to expect, and they're working together. And I like this, and I like all these doctors. They meet in a group, and I'm in that circle. And then they bring in, oh, thank you, Miss Debbie. Then they bring in the infectious disease team, and we've all got to be on the same page to move forward. So it's damn sure a great approach is what they've got going on. Thank you so much. I am. I'm just, yeah, I mean, this is the first surgery I think y'all seen me that I'm not on the sofa. I'm not crumpled up in pain. I've got a drain and I'm doing okay. The pain is manageable. I imagine what each surgery should have been like. So, but there you go. All right, guys, you'll have a great week. I'll see you Wednesday night at 7, Lord willing. I think our collective looked really good. So, enjoy your week. All right.